Hey everyone, and welcome back to Smoltzy and Friends. Today's episode comes from a question from one of our listeners. They asked me, how long did it take you to put together a business plan before you started your podcast? Now the answer might surprise you. I didn't have one. In fact, I still don't have one. There was no business plan. There wasn't a marketing strategy, a growth chart, a goal of reaching thousands of followers. I wasn't trying to go viral. I wasn't trying to build a brand. What I had was a voice. I had a heart that was hurting. I had emotions I was trying to process after the unexpected passing of my father. And I had this feeling placed on my heart that maybe, just maybe, someone else was carrying those same thoughts, the same questions, or the same grief. So I pressed record. That's how Smoltzy and Friends began. People often say, if you build it, they will come. For me, it became, if you record it, they will listen. One listener at a time, one conversation at a time, one shared experience at a time. This podcast has never been about becoming a business. It's become a passion. It's become an outlet. It's becoming a community. As long as I have a voice and there's an internet connection, I will keep recording. Would I love for more people to hear these conversations? Absolutely. A bigger audience simply means that the message reaches more people, more families, and maybe someone who needed to hear it that day. But that's never been the goal. The greatest reward isn't the download number. It's the email from someone who says, I needed that today, Smoltzy. It's the message from someone who says, a friend shared your episode with me. It's hearing that these conversations are finding the people they're supposed to find. Another question I get is, what are you doing to grow your podcast? I'm trying to stay consistent. I'm trying to keep showing up. I'm trying to share what's on my heart. If this community is supposed to grow, I trust that the listeners will help it grow by sharing it with someone else who needs it. Here's something that still amazes me. When I look at the podcast analytics, I've noticed something incredible. There are almost more countries represented than there are active listeners. Think about that. People from around the world have listened to these conversations that started with one person trying to make sense of life after loss. That absolutely blows my mind. So what does this have to do with you? Maybe you're thinking about starting something, a business, a ministry, a nonprofit, a YouTube channel, a podcast. Or maybe there's simply something you've been carrying in your heart that you've been afraid to share because you don't have every detail figured out. Here's what I've learned. Sometimes you don't need a perfect business plan. Sometimes you need the courage to begin, to show up, to be authentic, to be consistent, serve people. The numbers will do whatever the numbers will do. But if you're making a difference for even one person, you've already succeeded. So what has been placed on your heart? Go build it. Go record it. Go write it. Start it. Because you'll never know who is waiting to hear your story. I want to sincerely thank you for listening. I want to thank you for sharing our podcast. And I also want to thank you for following us. Until next time, this is Smoltzy reminding you that life is a journey. And sometimes the greatest impact begins with simply pressing record. I hope you have a blessed week, my friends. This is Smoltzy saying, I will see you on a future episode.